What's going on? We out and about, family. We are back here again with another video. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about Cartagena, Colombia, man. One of the most beautiful destinations in the world. If you've never been to Colombia, definitely have to go check out Cartagena. We actually had the privilege of going there recently. We stayed at the amazing Hyatt Regency Hotel. Now, how'd you enjoy Colombia?
I really loved it. I mean, there's very few places that I've gone to that I absolutely fall in love with the location. And Colombia, that it was given definitely top 5 of the places that we've gone to.
I agree, definitely a top 5 destination. For South America, I would say it's probably the most prestigious places you can go to. Everything is mostly affordable and they are very welcoming to tourists. So definitely a destination you definitely want to check out.
So before we get into this video, guys, make sure you go like, comment, subscribe, put that notification bell on, give it a ringy ding ding so that you never miss when we are dropping a new video. And also, if you're looking for new travel deals or some fresh deals to different locations all around the world, be sure to click that link in the bio and subscribe to our website so that on a weekly basis you can get flash deals on multiple locations all over the world. So let's get into it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the location. So the Hyatt Regency is located at a very central location. So when I say central, I mean that it's near other resorts. It is near the beach, literally right across the street from the beach. It is near a lot of local shops and food restaurants as well. So literally all those things are like in walking distance, and that's what gives it a prime location. So I really love how it almost felt like, if you've ever been on a cruise and you're like on the water, it kind of felt like that from our ocean view room. It was literally like right on the water. The restaurant, it was just right there. The views were just so beautiful in the location. Breathtaking views, honestly, even from the room, from the pool, from the restaurants in the hotel. It was just prime location. And literally when you walk out of the hotel, it is not difficult to get transportation, or you feel like you're in a dead-end place and there's nothing really around. It doesn't feel like that at all. The location was very prime. I will rate the location 4 out of 5. The only reason why I don't give it a 5 out of 5 because it's not necessarily near all of the highlights of Cartagena, but the reason why I would give it a high rating of a 4 is because it is very central to the beach and to shops and transportation and all those other good things.
I think the location is really great. It's not too close to the city, but it's not too far away that you can't get to the city, like Anna said, by either a taxi or Uber. It's really centrally located right next to the beach and other hotels and high rises as well. So it gives you a really nice view of the ocean, and it's not too far away from the inner city if you want to, enjoy some nightlife, some restaurants, the true essence and culture of Cartagena, Colombia. We were kind of more staying on the side where you want to just relax, get a nice ocean view. There were some shops and things in that particular area, but it wasn't in the dead center near like the clock tower or any other, parts of Cartagena downtown. So I would probably give the rating about 4 out of 5 as far as location is concerned.
Another thing with the location though is when you leave the resort, there are a lot of people trying to sell you stuff. Like literally, they're like, here, buy this, no matter how many times you say no, there's a lot of people trying to buy you stuff. And with a lot of places that you go to in a place where there's heavy tourism, that's what you're gonna get. But do note, because it is such a central location, a lot of people are going to be like literally right outside the hotel. Like I think if the hotel was able to like get people to not be like right there when you walk out, that would be helpful, because not all people like that. I mean, it didn't bother us too much, but enough for us to, bring it to your attention that is something that you may have to deal with when staying at this hotel.
So let's talk about the resort itself. Now, for many of you who are travelers, I'm sure you've heard of the Hyatt Regency before in different destinations. Now, the one in Colombia, like I said, is just amazing. Now, although this isn't an all-inclusive resort, they do offer breakfast and they do have a few different dining options, but that is not included in your package. You do have to pay for that separately. So we had beautiful ocean view rooms overlooking the water. We could see other high rises from our window. I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, we really enjoyed ourselves. The hotel also offered spa services, so we were able to go to the spa, get a nice massage, and just really relax and enjoy ourselves. Not to only mention that, but they had a beautiful infinity pool. So there were multiple infinity pools that overlooked the ocean. It was one of the most beautiful things you can experience. Just really relaxing, peaceful. And they also had a bar, rooftop bar, and they also had food services too. So there were people there that were willing to serve you for anything that you wanted. They had a nice menu, so we were able to eat some food and have some drinks at the infinity pool and really just relax during our time there at the hotel. So I would really give the hotel a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Although it's not all inclusive in Colombia being a really affordable destination, I still give it 4.5 out of 5 because the aesthetics of the hotel was really, really nice. And just because it didn't give the full essence of Cartagena, maybe like most of the inner city hotels did, it still was very luxurious. And that's what I like. I mean, I don't, some people can just travel anywhere, really want to get the feel of the city, which I am sometimes as well. But with it being the first time to Cartagena, the luxuriness of it was really something to come back for.
So I definitely agree with that. I honestly loved the resort altogether. Now me, if you've watched our other videos, you guys know I absolutely love all-inclusives. So probably if it was all-inclusive, it probably would have gotten a 5 out of 5 for me. But I definitely agree with that 4.5 rating. I mean, the facilities were absolutely beautiful. The hotel was very, very clean. Literally the infinity pool was just beautiful. The views and even the people that it does attract. And I do love how you mentioned that it wasn't like the cultural type stay, but I feel like that was fine because it did give that luxury feel. The lobby was beautiful, the seating areas to eat were beautiful, even the restaurant was beautiful. Like you can really tell that they took a lot of time within the aesthetics and just making sure everything was up to par. So overall, even with the spa facilities, just all together, the resort itself, I would definitely give it a 4.5. So the next thing that we're going to get into is the food. Now the thing is, if you've seen our other videos, you know how we always talk about all-inclusives and how sometimes the food is, you know, just average because it is all-inclusive and they're giving out a lot of food. But for this resort, I would actually highly rate their food. The food was absolutely delicious in their restaurants, and once again, because it is not an all-inclusive, we did have to pay for the dining when we were eating at the resort. Breakfast, we did add that in our package, as well as even when they were serving us by the pool, the portions were really big. It was really delicious. The drinks were absolutely amazing too. I love that. So we usually don't really give hotels high ratings, but I definitely would give the food 4 out of 5. The only reason why I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5 is because I'll be honest, the price is up there when it comes to the food. We did pay a lot for the food, and that can add up a lot. But the food itself was good, so I would give it a 4 out of 5.
So the food for me was about a 3.8. I know I'm being very specific, but the reason being, knowing that it's not an all-inclusive resort, we did have to pay extra for, you know, us paying for food at the restaurant. And particularly most of the time, I don't really have a problem with that. It's just for dinner, there was some things on a menu that was just like, you didn't know what you were going to get kind of thing. Although I would say the food in Colombia was amazing.
Yes.
I mean, we've had several dishes from street food to food on our excursions, and it was just amazing. I mean, talking about coconut rice with fresh filet fish and, you know, salad. It was just, it was really good. But as far as the food at the hotel, I give it probably about a 3.8. There wasn't really a specific dish that, you know, caught my attention. Like, man, I want to come back and eat this. It was more so the food that we got when we were out. So don't be hesitant to, you know, pick a place, or even if you're staying here, to say, you know, it's all right, I'll get food, you know, outside of the hotel, because you will definitely be satisfied. And I'm sure you'll find a ton of options that are probably a lot more cheaper too. So you'll be able to save a lot of money that way too.
You won't miss out on anything if you opt out of getting food at the hotel. But at least you guys know that if you do opt in to get food at the hotel, it'll be pretty delicious.
So as we mentioned, we did actually experience a spa in this hotel, and that was a really unique experience. They really did take care of us. I think it was about an hour massage, but one of the best massages I've probably ever had. And I've been to a lot of different countries, and we've experienced a lot of different massages. And I would say that they definitely did their thing in Colombia here at the Hyatt Regency. So we definitely give them about a 4 out of 5 stars for that service. So if you guys are looking to get a massage in Colombia, definitely check out the Hyatt Regency for that.
Now, the reason why we do only give it a 4 out of 5, even though the massage and the facilities and the service and everything was amazing, it was just really expensive, to be honest. And where you could probably go to maybe a local place to get a massage, probably with the same experience, but at a more affordable cost, you may want to opt into that. So that's something to note. But at least you know that if you do pay for this service, you are going to have a great experience. So I do overall agree with that 4.5 rating.
So you guys are probably wondering, what is the price like? I mean, for a place this luxurious that you guys are hyping up and, you know, talking about all these different amenities and things in the facility, what is the price like? Well, I can tell you like this. We actually went during a time where prices were very, very low. Now, every place, every destination has a hot season and a slow season. So we did experience just a little bit of rain, but guess what? It wasn't enough rain for us to say, I wish we didn't come around this time. We still enjoyed ourselves. We were still able to go on our tours and go around the city and really get to experience things during the day and at night. So overall, I rate the price of 4 out of 5 stars. And we were actually able to get a deal where our flights were included and the hotel stay. And I would say we paid less than about $700 per person for that. So for us, it was really cost affordable. We stayed out there for 4 days, 3 nights. So it wasn't really a long trip. It was more of a weekend getaway. But for what we paid, we actually were able to get a lot for what we paid for. So I would rate this hotel 4 out of 5 stars when it comes to price. And you will actually be getting the experience and what you're paying for. Whether what season you're coming in, that's going to matter to you. Like I said, we went during the slow season, but we were still able to have a good time. So let's talk about the room. I mean, like we mentioned before, we had an ocean view room that overlooked the ocean right from our window. It felt like we were actually on a cruise ship. That's how close to the water that we were. Other than that, man, the room was very luxurious. We had plenty of space. The beds were nice. We had, you know, office space, office area, nice shower, sink. Everything was just well put together. I mean, you're definitely not staying in a Motel 8 when it came to this hotel. It was really, really well put together. And their staff really went the extra mile when it came to anything that we needed, whether if it was extra towels, toothpaste, any of these things. They were just a phone call away and they really showed up and on time. So the room for me was definitely a 4.5 out of 5 stars.
So overall, guys, we would rate this resort a 4 out of 5. It's definitely a place to consider if you are going to Cartagena, and maybe you should consider staying at a place like this, and also maybe staying at a more boutique hotel where you can get more of a cultural experience of Cartagena. Between all the facilities, the food, the price, the rooms, and just all of it on location, all of it all together, we would rate it a 4 out of 5. I definitely would go back there and stay there again. It was definitely a wonderful experience, and I definitely loved it and highly recommend it.
I definitely agree, guys. Definitely a top 10 resort. So definitely check it out. Make sure you definitely visit Cartagena, Colombia.
So guys, if you're looking to go to Cartagena and you do not want to deal with the hassle of planning or where you should stay, what you should do, make sure you click the link in the bio, because we will do all of that work for you. All you have to do is just book it and go. Be sure to go and subscribe to our website, as well as follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to us here. You do not want to miss any of the deals or group trips that we are planning. If you want to do any private trips, we got you. Come and join our community. We would love to have you here. So thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed. If you ever stayed at the Hyatt Regency Cartagena, please put it in the comments. Let us know what your experience was like. If you're thinking about staying there, if you have any questions, put in the comments. We'll definitely answer and help you into making your decision. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the next video. See you on the beaches of the world.